I'm Cecilia Amo. I graduated from Southwestern Law School in Los Angeles. I practice in Southern California. I've been with New Law since 2000. I joined right in the middle of the pandemic. Feels like forever ago. All right. So I help families, child-free couples, and singles, especially in the fandom, Comic-Con, anime space, shape their what I call after credit scene of their lives, protecting the people that they love and the stories and treasures that matter the most to them long after the credits roll. When I found New Law, it was in the middle of the pandemic, 2020. I had gone through a period of time where I had left full-time practice of catastrophic injury trial work. It was very stressful. I developed some health issues, and there was a big question about whether or not I could continue being a trial lawyer. And then my husband had some health issues, so everything was really chaotic. It was a time of a lot of stress and transition. I started doing nonprofit work, trying to find something meaningful to do with my law degree. Um, and I did like trial work when I first started because it's really exciting in your 20s when you have the energy, but not at the cost of my health or joy. And I was looking for just something meaningful and sustainable and uh, just just something that would pay the bills also, but wouldn't require me to work 60-hour weeks. I love talking about this because since I joined New Law 5 years ago, from then until now has been just this amazing journey of integrating my whole self so that I can serve from a place of authenticity. And now I've built a business that lets me serve clients from that place of authenticity. I get to be creative and I get to, work with really cool people. I've been able to reclaim my voice that I feel like I lost along the way, especially, for those of us who, did trial work. There is this certain image of a trial attorney that you kind of have to cosplay, right? Especially for women, you have this pressure to look like the lawyers on TV, act like them, talk like them. But I reconnected with myself and what makes me me, and found a way to integrate all of the things that I love, pop culture, anime, Comic Con stuff, into my legal practice. And, from Star Wars and superheroes to anime and video games, I've built a brand around making estate planning relatable and empowering for fellow fans and collectors. It's exciting, it's rewarding, and I never thought law practice could be fun. But last weekend I spent the weekend at LA Comic Con. I had a booth at LA Comic Con. I got to talk to people who no one's ever talked to them about estate planning, and it's fun and exciting. And my booth at Comic Con is a business expense, so I do get to write that off along with any cosplays I wear that weekend. Like, time blocking is something that is really important that I've learned through New Law. I'm still getting better at it, but it really shifts what you're able to do and being able to protect your time and your days. So, for example, I don't do any calls before. I don't do any calls on Mondays. I don't have any meetings on Mondays. I don't do any phone calls before 2 p.m. And I only go into an office to meet with someone in person maybe once or twice a week if I've got these blocks of time. Someone wants to meet with me in person, I'll say I have this block of time. Otherwise, I do virtual appointments in the evenings when I am more awake. So, so it really fits my lifestyle. I get to, you know, create my schedule around what's important to me. And of course, if I'm going to spend the day with my husband, I can block that off, and I can know that everything else I'm not worried about what needs to be done that day that I take off, because everything else has been time blocked around that. I mean, it's definitely an investment, and it was. I think I was pretty scared at the time when I thought about it. Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, can I do this? And where's the money gonna come from? But yeah, what you invest monetarily, you get back. not just that, but you get so much more back than just, I don't know, I can't explain it, but I will say that the first engagement I ever had after I started my firm was 6,000. And I was like, oh my gosh, someone is going to pay me $6,000 for something. I just started my business. This is amazing. So yeah, I mean, the money will come, and then that's another thing that I've learned through new law is just really like getting rid of the scarcity mindset
Mm.
and how freeing that has been, and how many doors of opportunity that has opened for me. I would never have even thought to take the risk to write a book if I was still living in that scarcity mindset. And having the pipeline is amazing. Actually, I was really emotional the other day because I have like 4 people booked for October, and before the month even started, and I've got 2 people in November. And I was on a call with this guy who was clearly price shopping. And I was like, I don't even need to convince this guy to hire me because I'm good. I have no scarcity. This is not going to be a good fit. I'm not going to want this guy as my client. And it's just such a wonderful place to be in.